Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ketemu lagi dengan saya Ilham Oloy. Kali ini kita akan lanjutin untuk game NBA 2K20. Oke, kita sudah lama tidak ketemu karena sibukan masing-masing. Dan buat teman-teman yang ada berada di rumah, tetap di rumah aja, stay at home. Kalau tidak penting nggak usah keluar. Kalaupun keluar, gunakan masker, jaga jarak, ikutin protokol dari pemerintah. Oke, kita lanjut saja untuk game NBA 2K20. 3, tetap LA Lakers. Kita lanjut, teman-teman. Kali ini saya akan berhadapan dengan Charlotte Hornets. Lanjut saja. Tidak perlu, line up-nya sudah kita atur dari kemarin.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode
Okay, ini
because we have reached
2K TV.
number 200.
Here's Tatum and
Oke.
You play 2K
All the time.
you act,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and now you have an album. Anything you can't do.
Lanjut ya permainannya.
Lose to playing you.
So I just got off of your live stream seeing you react to winning the contest.
Keren. Oke. Kita lanjut ke pertandingan.
And the
Lama-lama.
player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both
Sip.
teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started.
Charlotte Hornet. Tuan rumah.
Hi everyone, thanks for joining us on 2K Sports.
Spectrum
NBA
Center.
action is coming up.
Oke.
Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast
Eddie.
table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline.
LBJ tentu
This is
saja
Howard
King.
And with most of the season in the books,
LA
the power
Lakers
rankings
masih
have
berada di
really
ranking
taken shape.
power ranking
You look at
pertama.
Houston, they couldn't
Dari
hold
Toronto
their
Raptor,
position this week,
Milwaukee
but
Bucks
remain in the
ketiga.
top 10.
Dan Brooklyn Nets berada di posisi keempat. Warrior di keenam. Oke. Kita lihat apa seseru apa kali ini.
And with pregame routines,
Kita
James is
Sepak
closing
Biobo
in on the
tim
top
mereka.
3 all-time list.
he
Malik
can
Mang
impact the game
juga
in
di sini.
so many ways. DA, thank you. Another year
Okay.
of record-breaking offense.
Luke
Why is it,
McDermott.
Chris, that great
DJ
offense so
Washington.
often beats great defense?
Roster bintang
Because
mereka juga.
defense is not about stopping
Eddie.
you, it's about making you take the option that the defense
Jadi
wants.
tumpuan juga.
And so
Opsi
if, we make
jika
a guy that
Helvin
doesn't
LBJ
shoot
buntu.
jumpers very well, if we stop all the
Oh, oke.
penetration and make him
Kita mulai
shoot
saja
jumper and knocks it down,
untuk kuarter
just
pertama,
gotta shake his
teman-teman.
head. Sometimes it's great deep, better offense.
Langsung dari
You know,
Spectrum
it's
Center.
You know, you can play the
Oke.
best defense in the world and have your hand up and matter of fact, smack him in the face. But Curry, Harden, LeBron, they're still gonna knock that shot down.
Smack him in the face, you say?
Oh, I've tried that. I've done that before, and it doesn't work with the great
No.
ones. Just tap them on the forehead while they're shooting a jump shot and look the other way. They'll still knock it down.
And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Caldwell Pope out there with three,
nggak masuk.
and it's McGee in at the 5. And for Charlotte, Rozier and Monk, they're the
Oke.
backcourt. Washington out there with Bismack
Poin
Biyombo.
pertama.
And it's McDermott in at the 3 slot.
And how about Monk there? You better get in front of him when he's in attack mode. If you allow him to get to that launching pad, it is too little, too late.
Los
Ada
Angeles
masuk.
with another miss. And even 3-on-3 break.
Tahan.
And it's Rozier top the key.
Tahan. Tahan. Blok.
McGee with the
Di
block.
blok,
This is
teman-teman.
McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
Again,
Aduh.
James missing.
Buntu aku
He
main
did
ini.
everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Monk. JaVale
Ah.
McGee grabs the miss. Lakers have
Yo.
gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. James wide open.
Ah,
James
lepas
with another
lagi.
miss.
Well, I tell you what, he's going to buy
Apa
himself
ini?
a ticket to the bench. If he keeps
Masuk.
shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And
Aduh,
out of bounds as
kenapa
Los
ini?
Angeles gains possession. And time, so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, I felt like they were never on the same page defensively in that one. Gave up way too many easy shots.
Hampir
They
lagi.
just appeared lost out there. I mean, it seemed like they were scrambling on the defensive end of the floor.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the
Poin.
contest.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the
Poin
line.
lagi.
And both free
Kita
throws
lihat.
good for Davis.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
Now, here's Rozier. He had a 21-point outing in their
Okay.
last game against Denver.
It was never all about himself. He came away with a lot of assists in that game
Betul.
and just kind of kept everybody in the mix.
Here's LeBron. Pulls up on the wing. And it
Ini
hung
masuk.
on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on defense.
Now here's McDermott. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver.
There was
Dapat.
a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Davis finds James. That puts them in the
Oke.
lead.
Give
Poin.
the defense, what can you do? James is too strong, too focused on these finishes.
The pass to
Tahan.
Monk. And there's the defensive
Oke.
three-second call.
Aduh.
And coming up as an
Pelanggaran
only
lagi.
child in difficult circumstances. LeBron
Udah
James
masuk.
said he had to grow up early, take charge of
Rotasi
his
pemain
life at a
dulu.
young age.
Yeah, that's what made him such a solid person and a great basketball player. Ever since he sought control of his own
Ay,
destiny,
masuk.
Kevin, he empowered trusted friends along the way.
Sama.
He's paved a new path for players taking
Oke, kita
ownership
bangun
of their
serangan
careers.
dulu.
Catching up on the changes for Charlotte. Fareed's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. Collins comes in for Washington. Bridges, he's checked in for McDermott. And Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Monk. Now, here's Kuzma. Looking at his numbers,
Oke,
he's averaging
offensive
about
rebound.
6.5 points a game.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Rondo against Rozier.
Blok.
And Davis sends it back.
Blok.
Out of bounds. Charlotte takes
Astaga.
possession.
Out lagi.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for
Dari
Rozier.
Rozier.
And
19
their
poin per game.
analytics department won't be happy with the dip in his effective field goal percentage this month. He's not taking the smart shots he was earlier in the season. Maybe trying to go a little bit too
Terlalu paksakan.
Rajon Rondo with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Evan Harris
Terlalu
is checked in
paksa.
for Terry Rozier. And the Lakers also making a change. Morris is checked in. Passes to Harris.
Harris. Duanya sudah.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Bridges.
Oke,
And Harris
masuk.
gets the assist.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Waiters finds Morris. Kuzma outside. Hornets with the
udah masuk.
rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
Yeah, I mean, they had their chances, competed deep
Okay.
into that game, but had a few lulls there that just kind of took them down.
And those are the games that really hurt. I mean, you're playing well, the effort's there, and in the end, it still isn't enough.
Tutup.
He kicks it to Rondo. Bounce pass from Waiters. Here's Morris.
Ay,
And
nggak
again, the
masuk.
Lakers no good. Hornets have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Lamb with the ball, and it's Waiters picking him up.
Tutup.
Fareed outside.
Oke. Oke, net parit di sini ya.
The
Tuh.
dish to Lamb. The offensive rebound, Collins.
Ah!
And 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Solid.
I mean, although he's young, Collins has already proven to be very polished. I mean, it'll be fascinating to watch this guy.
Oh, poin rendah ini.
And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving
Oke.
forward.
Just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. But this 9'3" standing reach, are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
That one
Ih,
misses.
udah masuk.
Yeah, look, you'd like to take the lead on that possession, but at least he was able to tie the game up.
Tahan. Tahan.
Harris outside.
Dapat dong.
Tipped away. Bridges kicks to Fareed.
Tahan.
Lamb against Bradley. Pulls it up. No
Tip.
good from Lamb. From deep. And
Ih,
he
nggak
got
masuk.
time, but doesn't go
Ah.
in. So the first quarter
Poin
was
paling
a
rendah.
tie game and a low scoring affair so far.
Teman-teman kita
We'll
lihat.
be back shortly live from Spectrum Center. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game
Tanda
so
betul.
far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you
Quarter
think?
kedua.
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely
Ah.
difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
We've got Bridges. Jeremy Lamb out there with
Aduh.
Harris. Then there's Kenneth Fareed. And it's Collins in at the 4 spot. So that's the Hornets 5.
Tahan.
On defense, the Lakers.
Tahan.
Outside, Lamb. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15.
Masuk.
That's good on the jump shot. Lamb's got the first basket of the second quarter for Charlotte.
Such a good in-between game. Lamb with the natural instincts for mid-range, plus a pure touch on the shot.
Pass to Caruso. Morris kicks to Smith. To the left wing. Here's Caruso. And dishes it off the right side of the rim. And it's Harris with the ball for the Charlotte Hornets. Oh, Fareed in position.
Masuk boleh lah.
Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run. Outside Bradley.
Tutup.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Out to Smith.
Tutup lagi.
In the corner, Bradley with it. The 3. As
3
Smith
point.
assists that time. We're talking about number 1 options at the offensive end. There's a mentality, right, that you got to
Ayan.
have as the team's go-to scorer, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Let's look at Harden. He can go 0 for 7 and then
Lanjut lagi, teman-teman.
to go 27 to 27. How about Curry? Have you ever seen Thompson when they said, oh my
Okay.
God, Klay Thompson is off. Last game, he only had
Jadi
11
masuk.
points. Well, when that
Jadi
happens,
masuk.
you can bet your last dollar that the next game,
Look out.
he's going to make every shot. And so what it is again, a short memory. Whether you make a lot, so what? I'm going to do that again tonight. And if you missed a lot the previous night, so what?
di blok
This night,
padahal.
let's get it right now.
Now let's go to the
Allah.
sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Charlotte's had to wait a bit
Also di
the
blok.
last few years. Now, the city hosted the All-Star
Aduh.
game last season. But for the Hornets, they've gone 3 seasons without a playoff appearance and 15 seasons without winning a playoff series. In that time, the franchise has had 7 head coaches and a shifting front office. But Buzz City is hoping that its wait for playoff relevance will end soon. Kevin?
We all are. David, thank you. Hornets leading by 3.
Apat.
Fast break, the Lakers. McGee finds Davis. And it's
Okay.
McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Ih, lolos.
Bradley against Rozier.
Ah, aku paksa. Dan
That is his first
dipaksa.
foul of the game.
Pelanggaran.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Rozier. McGee
Block.
with the block. They recover it. Washington,
Oh,
that's good.
And just a great second quarter for them after such a difficult first, bringing that field goal percentage up from below 30 and now
Hello.
with the lead.
Now here's Bradley. 9-point game his last outing. And it's Smith missing. Hornets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Rozier looking around. Inside. It's stolen by Bradley. And oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance.
Okay.
The jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Oh, you're right, and I love the opportunistic approach. These kinds of hustle plays can be game-changing.
Offensive rebound.
Washington
is good. Washington's got 4 points this quarter.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
This was frustrating because you did the job defensively to get the stop, and then you gave it right back.
Okay.
And Los Angeles will go for a look here. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for JaVale McGee. James comes in for J.R. Smith. Dion Waiters checked in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for Avery Bradley. Now here's LeBron. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
2 on the clock. And again, no good by the Lakers. Charlotte leading by 3.
A championship standard in L.A. with the Lakers. The expectations will always be high.
Oh, yeah, Jay, you've been there with me. I mean, we both looked up in the Raptors and seen championship banners up there. I mean, with LeBron James in the fold, the expectation is to get to 17, 18, 19.
And so it's Charlotte with it after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Washington, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that.
Ngeri memang Davis ini.
And boy, does he use it well on the defensive
Blok lagi.
If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Kenneth Faried, he's checked in for Biyombo. Miles Bridges comes in for Doug McDermott. And it's
lolos lagi.
Washington, that's good.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him.
On the wing, James. Defended by Bridges. Raiders for 3.
Ngeri memang Eddie.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, GA, he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Here's Monk following the basket by Anthony Davis.
Okay.
The shot by Monk is no good.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been easy.
Okay.
Off by LeBron.
Poin pertama
You can't allow
LeBron.
James to get positioned down low. Once he does, he's looking to dunk.
Lamb passes to Bridges. It's tipped and stolen by James. Throws it down hard.
Sangar
James one of the
memang.
best dunkers in NBA history, I have to say. Highly creative in how he
Sangar.
Here's Lamb. He's coming off a 13-point game against Denver. 16 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Pass to Washington. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game. James, the bounce pass. Here's Kuzma. And that'll do it for the first half.
Habis lupa aku.
Lakers lead by 3.
Oke teman-teman.
To go courtside.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing?
All right, David,
Kita
thank you.
lanjut
And stay with us,
Alten Show.
folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Cukup seru. Poinnya dikit betul. Banyak peluang.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal. A competitive matchup for the Lakers in the first quarter. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. They had a slight edge on the scoreboard in the second quarter, but only by the slimmest of margins. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
I was surprised at how
Jadi 8 poin.
And And it's just about time now for the third quarter to get underway.
Lanjut quarter ketiga.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters
Perolehan
are
poinnya
similar to
cukup
the
dikit.
first, this one could go down to the last possession.
Oke.
You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. JaVale McGee is out there with Davis, and it's Caldwell Pope in at the point. And one of those little spark plug guys.
Oke.
Plays the game with Greg, I think, a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down.
Lagi.
He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
And the ball travels out of bounds.
Di blok memang. KCP. Oke, siap. Tahan.
Here's Rozier and gets handled by the D. He'll go to the line.
Pelanggaran.
That one on Caldwell Pope.
For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, Jay, remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson, where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
James, the pass to McGee. The kick out to LeBron. 5 to shoot. Caldwell Pope outside. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Second shot opportunity.
Masuk begitu aja.
Basket, the assist by McGee. 10 points for LeBron.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Lets a floater go, and it's Rozier missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Here's Monk. Charlotte no good that time either. Los Angeles leading by 5.
Selesai kamu.
By James.
Selesai kamu.
This is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
And here's Rozier. He brings it up for Charlotte.
Okay.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Charlotte calls timeout. Fans, just broadcasters, love to see teams get out and attack in transition. Would you like to see the league crack down on intentional fouls that will halt that break, slow down that break, stifle that break?
No, because the home fans or the fans of the team that's fouling doesn't want that team to get out and get an easy 2 points. I mean, we still have to have defense in the game. So anything that takes away from teams scoring, you just can't say, well, we want to watch them score, don't do it. No. And very honestly, if you're an unselfish team, usually on those breaks, it's usually because a player holds the ball too long. Usually they have another open player in front of them that they can pass it up to. And if you're an unselfish team, usually you'll still give the fans what they want. And that's a crazy highlight on the break.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Caldwell Pope outside.
Masa missing lagi.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And contact, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And even though Chris Dwight-Howard won't be logging the 30
keluar lagi.
he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh yeah, Kevin. better pay attention to the right. He
Dua
can
kali.
still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Kenneth
Kita
Farid's checked in for Biombo. Miles Bridges comes in for McDermott.
defense.
It's Lamb in there for Terry Rozier.
defense.
Now Harris. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Bridges against Smith. Howard up on top. Here's Caruso, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And again, no good by the Lakers.
It's time for him to start looking for other options.
Ada poin, astaga.
His touch is on.
Rozier, he's checked in for Charlotte. And then for the Lakers, Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Smith. Waiters comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Avery Bradley in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. No good from Lamb. Los Angeles leading by 5. Howard kicks to Waiters. Now here's Kuzma. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. We've got 1:28 left to play in the third. Rozier with the ball. Very solid contribution from him as he averages over 20 points a game. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Pelanggaran.
It goes on Dion Waiters.
And Rozier is outstanding at drawing fouls on these kinds of shots.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Howard dishes to Bradley. Waiters for 3.
Ih, nggak
Rebounded
masuk.
by Charlotte.
Banyak ya
Collins has
bola
got his
aku.
6th rebound on the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time just taking the lid off.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. And Kuzma has it in the corner. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Poked away. Out of bounds.
Oke, bola kita.
Washington's checked in for the Hornets. Monk comes in for Terry Rozier. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Anthony Davis comes in for Morris. Green, he's checked in for Dion Waiters. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Bradley. And they double up Davis. Here's McGee.
Hampir
And foul on
kamu.
the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, McGee, he's made
Nggak
an
masuk.
awful lot of stops
2
along
kali
the way
ini
in
bisa
his
nggak
NBA
masuk.
career, but he's been a productive player on just about every team
Masuk.
he's played.
Masuk.
It's the second from the line. And here is Monk. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around
Diblok
15.5
lagi.
points a game. Here's Kuzma. And that
Ay,
shot
nggak
was up in
masuk.
time, but doesn't go in.
And I think Bridges has some real upside defensively. He's strong, athletic.
3 quarters of play in a
Lanjut
close
quarter
game here.
keempat.
Lakers ahead. They're up by 2. And do
Nah,
not go
let's
away
go.
as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish.
Oke. Tik saya ada bermasalah, kita coba dulu. Lanjut. Quarter
And
keempat.
so it's Rondo bringing it up for the Lakers. The lead is 2. They've got Kenneth Farid, Washington out there with Bridges. There's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Monk at the 1. So that's the Hornets 5. Bridges, no one around him. No good. That would have tied it. The Lakers shooting only 31%. Their offense really struggling to put possessions together. Kuzma finds Rondo. Back to Kuzma. Clock at 6. Davis, the pass to McGee. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's Rondo. No good on the triple. Charlotte shooting just 28%. They're offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
Sudah ku blok padahal. LBJ masuk.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Charlotte making some changes. Biombo, he's checked in for Kenneth Faried, and it's Doug McDermott in for Miles Bridges. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. James checked in for Kyle Kuzma. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. And the pass to Rondo. And they double up Davis. And McGee kicks to James. There's Green with the 3. Offensive rebound. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 2.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Passes it to Monk. Lets it go from the wing. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Pass to McGee. Yes.
Okay, McGee
picking up the assist. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McGee.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. The shot by Monk is no good.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a small shot.
Here's LeBron. Davis gets a wide open look. Hits
Okay, 3-point.
Davis has got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
In the perfect timing, with the small lead, they're doing all they can to protect it.
Wih, diblok lagi.
Washington passes to Biombo. And Davis
diblok lagi.
Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the
Okay, diblok 2 kali.
Kevin just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that
Kering
has been
Charlotte calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection top of the list.
LBJ.
Without question. They're giving up too many high percentage looks, a trend that they'd like to reverse.
And the Hornets making a change here. Rozier's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Rajon Rondo. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear James Borrego coaching his team during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Caldwell Pope outside. From deep three-point range, but they get it back.
Well, that's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me.
Masa
Their
ada
offensive
masuk?
rebounding has been sensational.
And it's Davis missing.
Astaga.
Hornets trail by 7. Just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And it's Rozier missing.
Gets the look he wants and still no love. Tough night.
The drive by LeBron.
Okay.
And the Lakers lead by 9.
Gotta be it all, James. An offensive juggernaut. It's on fire here tonight.
Now, here's Monk. Tight defense on him. He can't get it to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. James with it, now guarded by Monk.
Aduh,
and
udah
Davis
masuk.
can't get it to go.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Udah masuk,
That's
waduh.
good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
James finds Davis. Kicks it out to James. McDermott with a steal. Fast break now for Charlotte. No one near Rozier as he lets it
Masuk
fly.
lagi, aduh.
And now it's just a 4-point Los Angeles lead. 1:32 left in the fourth quarter. Green, the pass to Caldwell Pope.
Tahan.
Now James. Over Monk. And again, by the Lakers.
Nggak masuk.
McGee with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jeremy Lamb's checked in for Monk. Charlotte.
Kita malah dikejar.
They trail by 4. 1:14 left to play in the final quarter.
Fokus.
Now we've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game.
Anthony Davis.
Anthony Davis.
And tell you what, he's worked very hard to get himself in good position throughout the course of this game. And that comes across in his shooting percentage. He's hit over half his shots from the field. And that's not because he got hot as much as it's because of the effort he put in to get himself open.
And
Blok lagi sama Davis.
And he gets it back. And Lamb kicks to Rozier. He dishes it to Biombo. It falls! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Just loves with absolutely no
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence.
Fokus.
That's what it takes to come through in the clutch.
58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeBron outside from downtown. A rebound by Washington.
And you could tell he
Nyata aja padahal.
was going to fall.
There's Rozier.
Blok.
Sent back by Howard.
Howard,
Dapat.
one of the league's most feared rim protectors.
And
Hampir kamu.
out of bounds as the
Oh,
Lakers
Laker
take
ball.
possession. 36 seconds left in the fourth. Here's LeBron. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so it's Lamb with it. He brings it up for Charlotte. A 2-point game.
Masuk sama.
Huge shot to tie it up. Huge shot there. The crowd knows it.
Kesalahanku.
I love hearing a crowd get this fired up.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Ayo. Ayo LBJ.
The Lakers with the ball. Caldwell Pope dishes to LeBron. Back to Caldwell Pope. Off target.
Okay.
Davis on the follow. And the Lakers lead by 2.
A big-time bucket there. They've got to play for a stop here with the 2-point
Wah,
lead.
bahaya
Most
nih.
important thing,
Harus
no
defense ini.
open threes.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 11 seconds left in the fourth
Ayo.
quarter. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here
Ayo.
to tie it with a bucket.
Or they could take the lead if they play for
Bahaya.
the 3. Interesting decision here.
Got it up in time.
Ah.
Oh,
Menang.
nothing shot. No good. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here.
Menang.
This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game
Okay.
like this and simply deflate and
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris West.
Kita menang. Tipis. Woi, lain main. Hit lagi. Oke. Butler.
Where do I start? Where do I get my rhythm? Where do I get my groove?
I always start off with a bounce. You just start with a bounce, and then you see.
I'm part of the baddest game, most successful game in the world. I went to Portugal this year, and the young tour guide goes, "It's Doris Burke from 2K." It wasn't Doris Burke, the announcer. It was Doris Burke from 2K.
Okay.
All right.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA. It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ini aslinya di NBA dia ketemu di final. Finalnya lawan Miami Heat, Lakers. Termasuk yang tadi diunggulkan tapi mampu.
Tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers playing against the Miami Heat at American Airlines Arena. For Miami, they haven't forgotten the fact that this team swept them last year in the regular season. This is a game they had circled going in. For the few teams out there.
Lanjut aja.
What a wonderful view of the lights of Miami here on a gorgeous night in South Florida.
Hai mantan tim LBJ.
We welcome you to Noche Elevia here on 2K Sports. From the attire to the food, the players' jersey. Tonight, a celebration of the Latin culture. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brett Barry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, it took 5.
And DA, that's the standard for the Lakers organization. Thanks for that report. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Adebayo.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. He can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
And now the Lakers starting group. Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Davis is out there with JaVale McGee. And it's Caldwell Pope at the point guard position. And for the Heat, they've got Dragic. Jimmy Butler is out there with Jay Crowder. And there's Iguodala. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. Now here's LeBron. He feeds it to Davis. Here's McGee. Up again.
Okay.
On the putback.
Just another example of what makes Anthony Davis such a great rebounder, size and athleticism, but you combine that with his anticipation, and he gets a lot of secondary opportunity.
Dragic against Caldwell Pope. No good from Dragic. And with this summer signing of Jimmy Butler, the Miami Heat demonstrating they still can lure star talent to South Beach.
The Heat back on the rise. The Butler signing sets the stage for the summer of 2021 when they should have the cap space to sign another max player.
And the jam by Andre Iguodala.
You know Andre Iguodala, if he gets a few steps, takes off from the launching pad.
Lakers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. James outside. Caldwell Pope for 3. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Here's McGee.
Okay, McGee.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about.
Kuat
and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Butler. He's coming off a 22-point game against the Knicks in New York. And James picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And here's Iguodala outside. The Lakers with the rebound. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And they were a little bit fortunate to come out on top in that one. They were not at their best in that game.
Now here's LeBron. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Hornets in Charlotte. And Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, just a tough matchup anytime he gets into the mid-range area. Nobody's going to bother Anthony Davis.
Here's Dragic. 20 points for him last game against New York.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
LeBron outside. Down low.
Salah
Crowder with the steal. Oh, here we go now. Crowder's got the fast break chance. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kuzma's checked in. Adebayo against McGee. Now here's Adebayo. He's guarded closer. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Kuzma. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And out of Marquette, Jay Crowder, a sturdy two-way wing player.
A great system player and glue guy. He had his best years with the Celtics. On the final year of this contract, a great value considering what he brings to the table.
And great when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today. How high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Waiters comes in for Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Caldwell Pope. Knocked away. Butler with the steal. The Lakers will take possession. With 3 games left until the start of the playoffs. Let's
Miami Heat terancam.
Taking a look at Miami. They're good enough for 8th place in the conference right now. Looking to hold on to that.
And right now for Miami, they haven't packed any big surprises into the early part of this season. They're right in the middle of the NBA's pecking order.
And based on their early returns, it's really hard to see that position changing very much in one direction or another. I see them as a team that's right there in the middle of the pack, but not one that's ready to make any leap this year.
Lakers shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Derrick Jones, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Hero. 9-point game his last outing. Over Waiters. Hero no good. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. Davis.
Eddie.
Jam.
Yeah, there's no excuse right there for not covering one of the guys on the floor, and that's Rondo around the rim where he can score.
Here's Hero. He's guarded by Davis. Sent back by Howard. 6 to shoot. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. The playoffs around the corner, Brent. Some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing at the end of the season with the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right?
I mean, yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
He's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Now here's Rondo. Defense right on him. In the corner, Smith with it. A three-pointer off the mark.
And already a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And some changes here for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Avery Bradley in for Rajon Rondo. Here's Hero. Taking a look at his stats. He's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Now here's Bradley. He's guarded closely. Morris with the bucket.
Well, that's a good job by Avery Bradley, recognizing that he had an open teammate and get it to him in a good position.
Pass to Jones. Here's Nunn. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Hero. Tries again and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Morris outside. Bradley against Olynyk to the paint, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Here's Nunn. Lets it go from deep.
Just a pest on the defensive end. Bradley just buzzing around right now and uses a great angle with his body to disrupt the shooter.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Heat out front, up by 1. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. Tough-nosed Jimmy Butler talks about the mantle of being a franchise player.
Call me a leader, all-star, whatever you want to call it, but
and that's what he works for.
Kedua,
And he
teman-teman.
works as hard as anyone, Greg, in the NBA.
And you see that competitiveness and desire in his play.
And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latina. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
They did a great job, just the initial thrust of that attack. As soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Miami. In the middle, it's Olynyk and Adebayo.
Mantap, layup.
And it's Nunn in at the point guard.
This is where Bradley's at his best. Terrific at slashing with purpose, finding cuts behind the eyes of the defense.
Hero passes to Jones, and J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's his first foul. A different look for Miami. Jay Crowder's checked in for Adebayo. And it's Dragic in for Hero. And the Lakers also making a change. LeBron's checked in for Smith. Now here's Dragic. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement, both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
Bradley can't get it to go. Miami winning their last game against the Knicks in New York.
And really showed their depth when they needed it most. On the road, having to manufacture points.
Yeah, and watching that, all kinds of contributions and just little things that guys were doing to chip in for that win.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now here's James. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Hampir
The moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But if the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him not to be able to catch it. Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
Caldwell Pope outside. And stolen by Butler. Ahead. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist. And now it's a three-point Heat lead.
For Butler, the D goes to sleep, and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
James kicks to Green. It's stolen by Dragic. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got the lead up to 5 now for Miami.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
And it's Davis missing.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Dragic. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Just 5 to shoot. And shot on the way. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 6 rebounds in the game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And again, no good by the Lakers. Heat on offense. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much.
Aduh, kacaunya main kalah terus.
Iguodala is so skilled down low, playing his cards right that time and laying them on the table.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Green. Caldwell Pope on the wing.
Come
No
on,
good with the triple. Well, he leading by 7. The shot by Butler. Nobody around.
Aduh, kacau mainku teman-teman. Gara-gara stick rusak kayaknya nih.
As the shots continue to fall.
Start to feel their confidence. That's the difference between the success they're having now and the struggles they faced earlier.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Smith checked in for James. Dion Waiters comes in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Now here's Rondo. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Offensive rebound. Davis.
Okay.
Finished off by Davis.
Whenever AD is floating around the basket like he was there, you know if he gets the ball, he's going to go for the jam.
Nunn passes to Butler. Plays it up and banks it in. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Outside Rondo passes it to Waiters. Lets it go. Headshot off. And the Heat going the other way now. Crowder, the pass to Butler. He goes up again. A second chance effort. And Davis sends it back.
Just a wonderful effort from Davis on the defensive end with that rejection.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Crowder with it. Picked up by Davis. Hero, no good.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And it's good, 2 points.
Kacau mainku. Aduh.
There is the all-around game of Butler. A nice assist to cash in on that possession.
Aduh, nggak mau maju.
Smith for 3. He can't hit that time.
Oke teman-teman, sampai sini dulu. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.